Hey there guys, welcome to Too Much Free Time FM. My name is Nivy. This is a podcast where this Malaysian lad talks to you about the things he likes and wants to talk with you about. So today's episode, I wanted to talk about social media. Now, as a digital marketing guy, digital marketing producer, let's say, right? I have a job to make content for these platforms. Right, social media, everybody is on a social media. It's where the people are, how you reach them. So the big question is, what makes social media so good? But also, what makes me dislike using social media? So let's get into it. Woo! Today's drink is Asahi Dorai. This is Super Dorai Asahi beer. Yeah, it's actually my first time drinking this. It's my first time buying this. So I actually don't know how this tastes like just yet. Is it a lager beer or is it a smooth karakuchi? Yeah, whatever. Let's try it. So, ooh. Okay. Alright, so let's talk about social media. So we're not going to be talking about the social medias that Mr. Zuck over there has been in contact with, because I think, especially in the Western world, it's not very relevant. In most places, it's not very relevant. In Asian culture, I think it's still very relevant. But on the other hand, Instagram, we won't be talking too much about that one, but that one is still an interesting case. Just a short little part in this podcast episode that should be running 15 to 20 minutes, as I promised. And if you do enjoy this episode, do enjoy Too Much Free Time, make sure to give it a like, give it a follow, or a rate on all the platforms. Alright, so Instagram is a very interesting site. Before doing this job full time, like as a digital content creator, I can't say I really was that addicted to social media, to be honest. I have more of a detached stance with using social media. Not because it's not useful. One is more like, if I would want to talk to a person, I would rather talk IRL. That's one thing. If I was going to talk to you, I would rather voice call on Discord, chat on either Discord or WhatsApp, Messenger, which is not Facebook itself. So the only things I use Facebook for is the marketplace. And if it's Instagram, only recently that I've been actually using Instagram on pretty much daily for like about 30 minutes each, making content and stuff like that. But in terms of a platform, I don't really feel like they mean much to most people these days. Instagram still is a transition thing, it ever since they moved a little bit away from purely images and photography. It's kind of hard to dictate in my head as a relatively casual person in this whole thing. What and who exactly is Instagram for anymore? How do you use it? Good question. I don't know. That's why we're not talking about too much. And then Instagram now has threads underneath it, which is practically Twitter, but no, Twitter again. I have an account. Some friends follow my account. I don't post much because I haven't seen anything in terms of content-wise that I have to stick to threads that I can't run away from. I don't have any particular thoughts on that one just yet. Bow bow. If you know what that sound is, you're a Chad. Anyways, going back to the other ones that I wanted to focus on, I'll save YouTube for last because that one is technically the most the platform I'm the most the most time I'm on, the platform where I'm on the most. So let's talk about from Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube, right? So let's talk about Twitter first. So if you guys know me from the last episode where I was outside touching grass talking to you guys about visual arts and like visual creations that I like, I told you guys that in my mind, I find visual arts very, very interesting. And I find video audio to be the thing I'm most dedicated to currently. So I'll save that for last. Twitter, currently. Twitter is generally thought of as this. It's a place where you throw out a thought. It's like a tweet, right? A tweet is like a thought, a comment, a quote, something like that. You can continue it like a thread, like a subreddit, like a forum, but it's generally easily shared. It's a platform where thoughts are easily shared and spread. That's how I view Twitter. And on the other hand, the way I use Twitter the most is not really to post thoughts, because who the fuck follows me, technically speaking? At most, my few friends, maybe 20 people, see my tweet. But the point, what I want to say is Twitter is actually, in terms of like fan art circulation, right? I use Twitter the most for that. For fan engagement, for fan discussions and sharings. Like I would use Pixiv, I could use Pinterest, Tumblr, all of these platforms made for sharing and like storing your artwork and stuff. But Twitter, as its compression is not the best compared to those other platforms for artists. But to be honest, it's so easy to share on Twitter that you kinda should use Twitter to branch in, like dive into a fan base, you know. Now Twitter is also known for its deep shit and its very, very political stances on many different fronts. Fandoms are known to be very, very hard on Twitter, and a lot of cases politically is worse. But you can't deny, if you just purely like the way fan discussion, not the negative side, negative and good are two sides of the same coin. Discussion itself is feel very well circulated, very well on Twitter. As artwork, I think artwork, music, and things you do, letting people know you did something, I think Twitter does that very well, to be honest. Because you don't need to have anything to do with a person who posted that tweet. You just agree that this is nice, or you agree with this thought, and then you share it, you retweet it, and you like it. Easy, quote retweet if you hate it or something. To me, it's a very, very simple and literally sparks engagement as easy as possible. Letting people get off what's in their minds as fast as possible is literally what makes it very, very quick to use. Now, the gripe I would have, as most of you should currently, is Twitter is handled by Elon, right? Elon Musk, the big guy on top with who is supposed to be focusing on cars and rockets, somehow is over here doing Twitter, or maybe you're looking at X instead. Now X, I don't really get the name. As a casual guy, I think it's interesting rebranding, but I also feel like if you want to rebrand it, it's a slow thing, not a one-shot change the whole thing type of thing. Like everybody's gonna say Twitter. You can't make the public conscious remember Twitter is now X. It's not that easy. But changing a logo to design is simpler than you give it credit for. Like let's say car brands, Kia, the one that I recently known is Kia used to be a more like, the design is a little similar to like Samsung, a little similar to like Mazda, those old brands, but they change it, modernize it a little bit to look sleeker, very clean. And when I saw that logo on the streets, right, it actually looks really good, not gonna lie. The new logo looks better. The old logo looks a little too 2000s, you know. So the new logo, legit. Rebranded, perfect. I can still recognize the word. It's still pretty good, I'm telling you. So that's my gripes on Twitter. Now, you let me know what you like about Twitter and why you use or don't use Twitter. Moving on, TikTok. Now, TikTok is the fresh kid on the block, relatively speaking, right? It really hit the prime around the 2020s, right? Previously, it was still a thing. It just wasn't as popular until COVID-19 hit. And it hit the world like a truck, man. If you're doing anything with content, doing anything with marketing, you cannot not look at Twitter. Like TikTok. TikTok's like the fly that doesn't leave. Like, God, fuck. You know, that's the type of feeling I feel about TikTok for a long damn time. And now, officially, I can say I have accepted TikTok. I keep saying they sound the same. TikTok, I've accepted TikTok as a fun platform to make videos on. But I also can't deny, I feel like I'm not making something as substantial when I'm making videos for TikTok specifically. I don't know if you agree on that. You tell me, right? Now, the appeal on shorts is very, very fine line, in my opinion. If it's too homely, it's like home videos from the classic like, you know, those shows, right? Like the home video like where a bunch of people just watch and laugh at home videos. It's like that, you know. TikTok's like that. Either that or it's the worst place to spread political views, worst place to spread leftist views, or it could be a wonderful place to help change somebody's entire fucking worldview in terms of monetary, right? Obviously, but TikTok, I think TikTok helps more with fame than actual monetary value, as the TikTok Shorts fund is not that abundant of a resource to get, you know, the piece of the pie. Now, I'm speaking mainly from Malaysian perspective here. Here in Malaysia, TikTok does have a TikTok shop, right? I don't know if that's the case in America. You guys let me know. But TikTok shop, from my previous company where they initiated the TikTok movement, right? The first time I witnessed that part. They really went all in. Signed up with an agency to make more content, deal with more affiliate marketing and everything. It helped them boom their top product to skyrocket levels. I mean, right now I'm disassociated with the company on a daily basis. I do not know how it is behind the scenes, but from what I saw when I was still there, it really did make an impact. Because previously you relied on shopping platforms similarly to Amazon, right? Shopee and Lazada. We mainly relied on those platforms, but instead they turned their attention to TikTok. That is where the gold is. The gold mine is there, which I do not disagree. I agree wholeheartedly. It is just harder for me to find the right sweet spot on how I would approach making TikTok content for a brand, especially when at the time when I was working in that store, we were working in an audio product company, right? I had to do more than just videos, right? Content creation was not the only job task I had. So if I wasn't finished with other things, I would not let myself just be able to focus on, okay, how do we make this? And also, right, my current company right now gives me a lot more leeway to just do the things. Do it. Think about it later, all right? Or like we can cover your ass. So that's what helps me think of TikTok in a different light, because previously, if I had to commit to TikTok, that it feels like I am giving up a part of my professional career, my what I make, you know, like the pride in what I make. I feel like I had to throw it to the side to cater to your ass for TikTok views. And I still don't say I understand how TikTok works. That's not what I'm saying. I do not know how TikTok really works yet, because I haven't made a TikTok that goes over 1,000 views yet. I can't say shit. I can't say shit. Every short I made at most has gone up to like 300 views max right now. So I'm steadily getting there. We'll see, right? From what I can understand of TikTok, no matter what content you make, there are tons of examples already, crazy amounts. Just pick a lane, niche down, and be consistent and make a lot. It's actually very easy. When I think about content, right? This is gonna connect right into YouTube as well. where I perceive a video as potentially becoming a series. So let's say if I was making product videos, I will make a product video series where if you are a returning viewer, it is content that you could watch to know more about a new thing. Right? On the other hand, TikTok doesn't really care if you've seen it before. They treat every video as new. They are all disconnected. They all don't have a direct connection. But when you get hooked by the algorithm and the talent, the personality, or whatever content is on, you're like, what is this? You see a lot of it often, and then you're like, okay, let's click into the user. And I'm like, oh, there's a plethora of content right here to just let me freaking like swipe. Oh shit, it's been 2 hours. What the fuck? Where did the time go? And that's how TikTok gets you. I can't say I don't do that on TikTok, but that leads into the next part, YouTube, right? YouTube Shorts does do that to me. Not because, pretty much because they're the same fucking thing. TikTok and YouTube Shorts cater to the same similar psychology. But TikTok, I believe, because it's so accessible to make content there, and there are so many little tools and gimmicks to just have fun with. Like, you can just scroll at the effects tab. It's like, damn, there are like hundreds of effects to just do random shit in. And I still don't find every single effect valuable, and most of them are kind of fucking stupid. But I'm like, okay, if I wanted to do something goofy, I can have a chuckle, But I'm like, how am I supposed to make a brand identity with this shit? That's what I'm supposed to figure out. But YouTube Shorts is simpler. And the concept where if your short is just good, in terms of like the info is good, the personality is good, the comedic timing, whatever you're going to make, right? As long as the thing is short, snappy, hits to the point, and is engaging and entertaining, that's all you need to be, right? Podcast can work there. I don't know how well TikTok podcast clips on TikTok work in the Malaysian market. I can't say. I don't know. But for YouTube Shorts, right? Recently I got caught in a content spiral between like the whatever podcast clips, Brett Cooper's clips. I got some freaking trash taste over here. I also got a lot of those like the food community on YouTube as well. They're making tons of gold, man. Corey B, Albert Can Cook, Nick DiGiovanni, crazy amounts of content out there to watch. And even I feel, from what I can see, right, YouTube also has just a higher concentration of quality content on average. So it's like the production value on YouTube is just higher, right? For some reason on TikTok, you see something that's high production value, kinda don't care. It's the funny home video thing, the edits, the goofy shit that makes you kinda wanna stay on TikTok. I wanna make some gold, bro. That's why I prefer YouTube as well. And then YouTube's long form content is crazy good. You can't get away from it. It's just that fucking good. There's videos over 2 hours. There are videos under 2 hours, over 1 hour. There's videos under 5 minutes. There's video under 1 minute. There's video in between 10-20 minutes. The fucking range is crazy. There are fucking videos and streams that are over 24 hours. Like, how the fuck? YouTube is everything, man. YouTube is everything. I'm not looking at Twitch. Screw that. I would practically, content-wise, I always prioritize YouTube. That's just how I feel. YouTube is where everything is, and everything has been circulating around. Mainly because it is owned by Google. So, for those of you who enjoy this content on YouTube, make sure to like it and do comment, which social media platforms you actually enjoy the most, why you enjoy them, and what makes you stay on, or what makes you hate them just a little. Surely you have gripes, right? And anyway, that's pretty much it for this episode of Too Much Free Time. I had a lot of fun talking about like what I like about these content, what I think is the point of these social medias, and why I use them, why I hate them, stuff like that. And if you did enjoy this, cheers. We have a drink. So my name is Snivy. This is pretty much it for this episode of Too Much Free Time FM. We will see you guys next week. Bye bye.